Is APT by Bruno Mars and ROSÉ about to make Grammy history? Could this once-in-a-generation collaboration truly take home Record of the Year in 2026? Join the buzz, leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more explosive music news. Is it really happening? Could a soulful, genre-defying duet between one of the most iconic American performers and a K-pop queen actually be headed for Grammy Gold? The music world is reeling from a prediction that has the internet ablaze. APT, the stunning collaboration between Bruno Mars and Blackpink's ROSÉ, has just landed on Billboard's official Grammy 2026 predictions list for Record of the Year. And if you thought this was just another celebrity crossover, think again, because this isn't just a song, it's a cultural phenomenon. No one saw it coming. When APT dropped earlier this year, fans expected a hit. Sure, Bruno Mars is a 16-time Grammy winner, and ROSÉ is one of K-pop's most revered vocalists. But APT wasn't just catchy, it was haunting, emotional, an echo of heartbreak wrapped in glittering production, soul-drenched vocals, and a palpable chemistry that stunned even the harshest critics. Now, months after its release, it continues to dominate charts, global radio, and social platforms, becoming not just a hit, but a movement. And as of this week, the industry is officially taking notice, with Billboard forecasting it as a top contender for Record of the Year at the 2026 Grammy Awards. But how did a song that blends Motown, R&B, Korean lyricism, and vintage jazz guitar riffs become a leading contender in the most prestigious music award show in the world? Is this a sign of the Grammys evolving, or a once-in-a-lifetime alignment of artistry, timing, and heartbreak? What exactly is it about APT that has left fans sobbing, artists speechless, and the industry scrambling to redefine what global pop music really means? The journey of APT began not with no's, but with silence. A sudden Instagram wipe from both Bruno Mars and ROSÉ weeks before the release sparked wild theories. Were they dating, collaborating, retiring? But then, with no warning, the midnight drop came. A simple, monochrome music video, one piano dot to broken voices, and the world froze. Within hours, #APT and #BrunoXROS were trending in over 70 countries. Within days, APT became the fastest K-pop collaboration to hit #1 on the US digital song sales chart, and stayed there for over a month. Critics, usually reluctant to praise high-profile collabs, couldn't look away. Rolling Stone called it a masterclass in emotional vulnerability. Variety said it was Bruno's best since to 4K Magic, and ROSÉ's most devastating performance to date. And Billboard called it inevitable. But Grammy buzz isn't just about chart performance, it's about impact. And APT hit the world like a meteor. In a time of cultural division and industry saturation, it bridged continents, languages, and genres. Fans from Seoul to San Francisco found themselves united by the same ache. Cover artists broke records on TikTok, choreographers reimagined, and the song for ballet and hip-hop. Even orchestras began performing APT in stripped-down string renditions. The raw vulnerability, the way Bruno's classic heartbreak rasp wrapped around ROSÉ acute's crystalline anguish, created a sound that felt both timeless and revolutionary. And yet, despite its success, there was hesitation. Could the Grammys, notoriously slow to embrace non-Western acts, truly embrace a song sung partially in Korean? Could a K-pop artist finally be recognized not for performance, but for artistry? If Billboard's latest predictions are any indication, the answer might finally be yes. Industry insiders have whispered about APT for months now, but Billboard placing it at the top of its Grammy predictions list for Record of the Year is nothing short of a seismic shift. Record of the Year isn't just about popularity, it's about capturing a moment, an emotion, a story that defines a musical era. And APT, with its stripped-down production and sky-high emotional stakes, does exactly that. What makes this moment even more astonishing is the journey both artists took to get here. Bruno Mars, after a period of relative silence post-Silk Sonic, had been searching for something new, something honest. Meanwhile, ROSÉ, often seen as the emotional core of Blackpink, had long dreamed of a project that allowed her full vocal vulnerability to shine. APT wasn't just a duet, it was a confession, a shared wound, and maybe that's why it resonates so deeply. The song tells the story of two lovers meeting again in the same apartment where they once lived together but now as strangers. It's poetic, cinematic, painful. There's still lipstick on your wineglass, ROSÉ whispers. But it's not my shade anymore. Bruno's reply is even colder. I sleep on the couch now. The bed still remembers you. These lines aren't just lyrics, they're daggers. And it's this lyrical intimacy, this storytelling that cuts through the glitter, that makes APT such a serious Grammy contender. As Billboard noted, this is the kind of record the Grammys want to recognize: a timeless vocal performance, a heartbreaking arrangement, and an unexpected collaboration that redefines genre lines. Still, the road to Grammy night is long. There are rumors of heavy competition from Adele's upcoming album and another surprise Taylor Swift release. But unlike those familiar faces, APT represents something the Grammys have never quite embraced before: the future. A true East meets West narrative, not a gimmick, not a novelty, but a powerful, artistic equal partnership between two megastars who dared to be raw. Fans have already launched the #APT4Grammy campaign on social media, flooding Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok with emotional covers, fan edits, and essays about how the song helped them through heartbreak, loneliness, and even grief. One viral video showed a cancer patient listening to APT during treatment, saying, "It reminds me I'm still human." That video alone has over 40 million views. And yet, despite all this momentum, there's still a nervous energy in the air. Will the Recording Academy embrace the global shift happening right before their eyes? Will they honor a record that's half in English, half in Korean, but all heart? Will APT finally break the barrier K-pop artists have been pushing against for over a decade? At this point, it feels less like a question of if and more like when. The industry is evolving, and APT is leading the charge, not with no's, but with a kind of quiet devastation that lingers long after the last piano chord fades. As Grammy season approaches, one thing is clear: APT is not just another song. It's a story. It's a moment. It's a revolution wrapped in melody. And whether or not it wins the trophy next February, it has already won something far more rare: a place in history. So what do you think? Is APT worthy of Record of the Year? Will Rose become the first K-pop female artist to stand on the Grammy stage not as a performer, but as a winner? Will Bruno Mars add another golden gramophone to his collection for what many are calling his most vulnerable work yet? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button if you believe APT deserves the crown, and don't forget to subscribe for all the latest updates on what could be the most historic Grammy race of the decade. Because this isn't just music, it's a reckoning.